Up.
Love it.
All right, so Craig Smythe is here, Craig Smith, and he's got a couple of awesome items.
First time
in the
my
show.
last name has ever been mispronounced.
Craig Smythe. It's just because I think he's very royal, especially with this item.
Look at that play on words.
So this is our 9-sheet micro-cut shredder, meaning the new type of shreds that are teeny-weeny and can't be glued back together. This shreds 100 sheets with an auto feed tray, which is awesome. We have a really good price. Normally it's $121 and change. Our price is under $100 while supplies last. That means we got all that we could get from Royal of this model. When they're gone, they're gone. And some of them are already gone. We have
Several
only
of them
a
are,
few
yes.
colors left. We have silver, black, and rose gold being the most limited. And 6 easy payments of $16.66 for you. Free shipping and handling as well saves you $7.50. We have a Royal shredder that might not be this exact model, but we bought it recently and we love it.
Yes.
It is awesome. Everybody's home should have one of these.
Not surprised to hear that at all, because this shredder does two really amazing things. First of all, it has this 9-sheet slot right here. You can put up to 9 pages at a time.
Okay.
You can put staples
Including
and credit
staples.
cards. Staples plows right through. Credit cards, and by the way, you're cleaning out that old wallet. You still got that store loyalty card from that restaurant that closed 5 years ago. Get rid of that as well.
Apparently, a lot of people were not loyal to that restaurant.
Well, not that loyal, obviously. But this has that 9-sheet right here tray where you basically put up 9 sheets at a time. Staple, doesn't matter. It turns it into micro cut. But the other big story is this part right here. This little flap opens up the auto feed tray. So now if you're doing your, hey, new year, let's start things off right. Let's get rid of all that clutter. In this tray right here, you can put up to 100 sheets of paper.
Nice.
So old taxes, the old pay stubs you got laying around, those old credit card bills that you paid from 4 years ago, but for some reason you're hanging on to the receipt. You put the 100-sheet tray in there, you walk away from the machine, and the Royal Shredder does the rest for you.
Awesome. So you're looking at the rose gold.
Yep.
We also have black and silver. Here's the black, here's the silver. Rose gold is the most limited. Again, when these are gone, that's it. We can't get any more in at this price. Let's look at this little shredder box display up here, because if you already have a shredder that's an older model, you might want to think of upgrading. Why would that be, Craig?
Well, these are 3 different kinds of shreds that we have right here, and they're all exactly 25 pieces of paper, which doesn't look like it because the first piece of paper there, the first bundle rather, that red, that is what they call strip cut. So when shredders first came out, that's the type of shredding they used to do. They used to cut in straight lines. That doesn't really hide your identity that well, though. Next to that is 25 pieces of paper of what they call cross-cut shredders.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of companies out there that make shredders that shred pieces of paper like this.
Yeah.
This is better than a strip cut, but you could see on these little scraps right there, you could get some Social Security information off of there. You could get the mother's maiden name.
You can definitely, from the red and yellow strips, you can still see information that you thought was disguised.
This is what Royal does. And Royal's a company that's been around since 1904. They are titans in the office equipment realm, and you can see what they do right here. This is micro cut. What micro cut is, it's one piece of paper, a regular 8.5 by 11. It's getting turned into over 1,100 pieces. So that's the big thing about that micro cut. Micro cut just pulverizes everything. And you watch it go through that bin. This is what we see on the other side. That's what you're getting right there. Those little itty bitty pieces, those are multiple credit cards that have gone through here, piece of paper after piece of paper. So now when you throw this at your dumpster or you throw this in your trash can at that special time of week, nobody's going to put that back together. No one's going to get your personal information. That's what it's all about. It's about taking your personal information and getting rid of it in the safest way we can imagine, because the bad guys out there, they're looking for little scraps of paper that give information about you so they can steal your identity.
Now watch. Say I got a phone call or I had to go take something off the stove. I can load this up with 100 sheets.
Yep, just pop open the little flap right here.
And then
with the auto
it'll keep
feed tray.
shredding. You don't have to babysit it.
Nope.
It just will keep shredding till you reload.
Yep, and that front slot here, this is where you're going to put the credit cards through. This is where you can put up to 9 pages at a time. So you think of the front slot here, this is going to be your everyday shredding. You get the junk mail. This can take entire envelopes, depending on how thick they might be. This can take the old credit card. So this is what you'll use for everyday use, and then you're thinking, hey, it's time to clean out the filing cabinet, all right?
Right.
I'm tired of opening up that desk drawer, and we've got a big bomb of papers out there busting through the seams. We can put up to 100 pages in this little auto feed tray right here, and you see it pulls it one at a time, and it turns it into micro cuts. So now you can just throw that into the trash without having to worry about somebody getting your taxes or something along the lines of that.
Notice these circles of lines through things you should not put in the shredder, including a tie in case you were thinking of being in an old Laurel and Hardy movie.
Yeah, that's the old school joke right there. If you have a tie and a man with a suit on, he leans over the shredder, can get pulled in here. But there's also some really nice safety features built in here as well that I like the fact. Anytime you go to get access to the machine, so here, let me put a couple pages in the auto feed tray, show you what I'm talking about. Anytime you open this machine up, look at this, it shuts itself down automatically. If you were to get a paper jam, you had to open up to get access to the rollers in here, same thing. This machine is not going to run if it's wide open. So you're not going to get your fingers near any moving parts. And you simply close that right back up. The machine starts running again for you. And all of this information, social security numbers, old pay stubs, resumes.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people like to hold on to their old driver's license for nostalgia phases. I don't, because I got pictures of myself with a mullet and it's not very good looking for me.
Come on.
But it's time to get rid of that stuff. Any information you don't want to share with the world, put it through the shredder.
Okay, what should not go in here? Sometimes people ask if they can put CDs in here.
Yeah, you know, nowadays they're not really made for CDs. I would say a CD would probably get blasted through there, but it's not designed for that.
But definitely credit cards and paper of any kind.
Yeah, credit cards, paper, even staples
And
themselves.
staples on the paper are fine.
They're fine to go through there. Yeah, anything that's extra thick as well. So nothing like a cardboard thickness.
Like don't put a cardboard box in there.
No, that's not going to go through there at all. But you could put up to 9 pieces of paper in this spot right here. And I know there's a lot of paper shredders out there that can't handle entire envelopes. This one can. So depending on how thick that envelope is, and all of us, especially as we turn to the new year, you're getting that new credit card offer. You're getting all this personal information. A lot of times you don't even ask for it, but they send it to you.
Your teenagers and college students get those too. So remember, don't just tear, you know, if you're doing this to your mail.
That does nothing.
Or maybe even this to be extra safe, it does nothing. If someone dumpster dives and grabs your bag of stuff, they can get all of your information. It needs to go in here.
Yep.
In fact, it can go in here.
It should go right
like
through
that.
there, yep.
So you guys shred it and forget it. All right, stay in the ordering process. We have a lot of people ordering silver and black. Our most limited, though, is the rose gold. Great price while supplies last of under $100. Thank you, Craig, and I'll see you in a minute.
Sounds
with
good.
This, the Jam True Live wireless in-ear headphones.